What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Jordan. This is my partner, Barry. We are the Brownstone Boys, and today's video is so much fun. We are going to blind rank 13 iconic New York City apartments and townhouses that you know from TV and film.
So the way that it works is we have a scale, and S is the best, so that's the nicest, and then D is the worst. So we're gonna use that scale to rate all of these apartments.
Oh my God, this is such a nostalgic apartment for me. I dreamed of a young kid being in this room. Like, this is my youth. Wow, I love this one so much. But now that I'm looking at it from a design perspective, kind of like a little basic.
I mean, it is the 90s.
Yeah.
And it is kind of collegey, kind of like dorm room a little bit for her.
But like, look at that beautiful Killam rug.
The rug is nice. I like the shelves with the curves on the edge.
We could have done a little bit more of the gallery wall.
Those pictures are very off-center, which I've never noticed before, but this is gonna be in the middle somewhere, I think. It's not the worst thing in the world. It is a cozy room.
Yeah.
But it also isn't exactly...
I don't know, that accent wall isn't really doing it for me. Now that I'm looking at it from this lens.
So let's put it at, let's give it maybe B.
I think B.
Let's give it a B, right in the middle. Oh, this is so classic.
I love this.
I love it. Look, the floors are cool. They're kind of like polished concrete or something.
No, and look at that zebra print rug.
This pop of hot pink on the couch.
All right, Tiffany.
Oh, the couch is like the bathtub, the cutout, like clawfoot tub. Purple cushion with the pink.
This is just so fun and whimsical.
This cool 50s kitchen, little kitchen nook, very New York City.
Yeah.
I think we have to rate this pretty high.
I think
it's
so
pretty
too.
Cool.
I really love it.
Let's give it.
I'm gonna go
let's
with
make it A.
A.
Okay, let's make it
A.
I knew that this was gonna be in here. The Friends apartment, so classic. I think one of the things that stands out to me about this apartment is how unrealistic it is, and how someone in their position would never have this apartment.
And did you know that they shot this in LA, but the exterior is in the West Village?
Is in the West Village, yeah,
so
you showed me that.
People always think that the Friends apartment is a true New York City apartment, but it's not.
It is a stage.
I mean, but talk about like fun and just like group of friends living in a space. I know this was technically Monica's apartment, but like she had transom windows, yo.
This window, this like mansard, slanted, lofty window, amazing. Color on the walls is amazing. The inlay floors or the parquet floors are amazing. So I'm gonna put this up there. This has to be S.
S.
Okay, Only Murders in the Building.
Okay,
I love it.
This is all you. This was your show.
Classic, like Upper West Side, very cool. This is cozy. Love this kitchen, super cozy. I'm gonna put this pretty high too.
I like the butcher block in the kitchen.
Yeah, I feel like this is like representative of what this apartment probably looked like, even though I'm sure it was also a stage. So I'd give this one an A, I think. I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cozy. They have some wallpaper on the walls. I'll give it an A.
Yeah. Yep.
Have this
checkerboard tiles.
Floor.
Love it.
Oh, it's kind of like Shay's lounge here.
She got some beautiful flowers in there right now.
She does.
Look at all the light on the artwork. I mean,
this gorgeous Corinthian column. Some
drama,
marble going on.
Very Upper East Side.
Very Upper East Side. Not our style, really, but beautiful.
I'm gonna give this one an A.
Yeah, I think it's an A too.
Kevin!
My favorite holiday movie, Home Alone 2.
Is just classic. I mean,
very 90s.
The entire color story in Home Alone, I love that the set designer brought the green into every single scene in the movie. It's crazy if you just go back and watch it.
Every scene has red and green. It is why it is such a classic Christmas movie and one that people just immediately think of when they think of Christmas.
Have you ever stayed at the Plaza Hotel?
I haven't.
I haven't either, but
should do that.
The rooms, I hope, look like this. And I do think that this hotel room is beautiful. It's very warm and cozy, wallpaper. I mean, we all know this hotel room.
It could use some upgrades.
Yeah.
But, well, you know, it was the 90s.
I'm going to go A.
I'm going A too.
Oh, the intern.
I do not like these chairs.
Yeah, there's
I don't
a lot
like the pillows in the chairs.
I'm not loving. The molding is beautiful.
The molding's beautiful. The brownstone is beautiful.
It's actually funny. This molding looks like.
It does. Looks like one of our projects.
Yeah.
Is it?
I know. Can you imagine if it was? Okay, pros. I think I like the bookcases on the side of the pocket door
Built-in
archway.
bookcases, the moldings,
Love
the tall
the
ceilings.
pocket door arch.
Fireplace, marble
Is
fireplace.
gorgeous. I love the mirror.
The mirror's nice. The furniture is what is throwing me off. Take all the furniture out of this room. I think we like the brownstone
bones.
architecture.
Yeah.
We do not like the furniture. So because of that, I am gonna say B.
I'm going B too.
No.
I mean, I have a strong answer for this. It is S all the way.
It is
S
S.
for
S for
Sesame
Sesame
Street.
Street.
S for just the best. But I mean, talk about a beautiful stoop and a beautiful exterior. The brownstone is in mint condition. That green is a perfect choice. The hardware is perfect. The little gate is dreamy. I mean, I just want to sit on the stoop and hang out all day.
It's our childhood, and it is one of the reasons why we do what we do, because I always heard you tell the story so many times about how you watched Sesame Street as a kid and wanted to live.
This stoop
in this
literally made me
community.
want to move to New York. So, S.
Yes, I give it an S. I am obsessed with the Royal Tenenbaums. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Classic Wes Anderson. And this house is amazing. I literally found it. It's out on the internet. You can find the address. Went up specifically all the way up to Washington Heights or Inwood or whatever upper Manhattan neighborhood it's in. And it's so beautiful outside and inside. I love the art. I love the quirkiness. It's probably just the way they present it in the movie, but it just seems like such a quirky house with all these little interesting nooks everywhere.
Yeah.
So I have to give this an S.
Yeah, I agree. It's S. I mean, the wood paneling with the red is beautiful. I just love this home. I love the color blocking that Wes Anderson did in the movie. I'm assuming that this is art that he brought in for the movie, but it's just really special. It's a true iconic townhouse brownstone, and yeah, you dragged me all the way uptown to go see it, and I'm glad we did, because it's an iconic New York City landmark building.
I mean,
Meg Ryan, I love you so much.
these windows are beautiful. They're huge. It looks nice and cozy. She's in her pajamas. It makes me want to be in my pajamas because this is such a cozy room. I love this little piece of furniture, the pop of green on it. So I'm not hating it. It's a little cluttered, but you know, they're making it look lived in. It is a movie.
Yeah, I love the bookcases. I mean, it's just so cozy and comfy. I just want to be also in my pajamas and looking out the window and dreaming of a sleepless night. I love this. S.
Let's give it an S.
Ooh, who you gonna call?
These pink couches are pretty cool.
Ghostbusters.
And this view, come on. Love it. That little garden outside the window.
But like with a view like that, I want a little more.
Yes.
I want a little bit, a larger rug in the space.
Yeah. And this is some cool vintage furniture.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
into.
gonna go B.
All right, let's give it a B.
Yeah.
Let's give it a B. We could take advantage of that view a little more, maybe.
I mean, Abby and Alana, they were young and free and wild, but that Oprah collage
is pretty cool.
It's pretty epic.
But this pink is just too Pepto-Bismol.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of light coming in that window.
Abby and Alana were not working with interior designers.
It seems cramped. It's your college. apartment, so it's got to be C maybe.
Oh, sure. I'll go with the C, but like I want to go back and visit it at their stage in their life now because I know it would be S. But C.
I mean, you know, classic. This just looks so familiar. We've seen it so many times. But this table is cramped behind this couch. I've never even noticed that before. There's no space for a table there.
I mean, the color is not doing anything.
It is
for
a
me.
drab as drab can be. There's not, you know, I don't like the bar stools. I don't know what's going on with this island.
Yeah, there's a lot of
problems here.
I'm gonna go low on this one.
I think this is our D.
I think this is our D.
Sorry, Jerry.
Sorry.
That was super fun, very nostalgic, seeing all of those spaces and actually looking at them and critiquing them because we never really did that in the 90s. And I don't know, we weren't looking at it with that kind of an eye. But I think overall we rated everything kind of high.
Yeah.
We're
I want to go
optimistic.
back and visit Alana and Abby's apartment again.
But it's nostalgia. You know, so, who are we going to put in the lowest rating besides Jerry Seinfeld? But it was fun.
Well, so we also just launched a Substack. So if you enjoyed this episode, go and read our Substack. We are bringing a lot of culture and iconic New York moments into that Substack, and we had a lot of fun writing the posts all about famous New York City TV shows and film sets. So hope to see you guys there. It's called Beyond the Pocket Doors, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.